Hey guys, Matt with Off Grid. Alright, experimentation time. Alright, so in the demo video I had an issue with the media passing through the filter. And hold on. Now we can see. Alright, so basically what I did in the video is I just put this in front of here. So I'm going to pull this apart and show you what this looks like inside of here. Okay, it's just a 3/8 socket wrench, and there's 3 bolts. You look on the back here, you got these outer bolts. You remove them, and that'll give you access to the screen. And I'm gonna cheat once I get this one out. Oop, wrong way. Alright, so I'm gonna set these aside. Your ammo box aside. Alright, so that's the filter screen. So I'm going to take our clamp off and I'm going to replace that with this. This is just a Scotch-Brite pad I got from Dollar General. I think these are made of something different. Aluminum oxide, which I think is what they're made out of. But anyways, I'm going to replace this screen. You know, this is a cheap way of doing it. This lasted about, well, we burned 2 55-gallon drums worth of fuel through that machine on this filter. So it's quite a bit of runtime, actually. So this is a cheap alternative, and this will allow you to run more finer fuels like I was. This will allow you to run like chainsaw dust or small chips, mulch, things of that nature that could pass through this. So you know, it depends on what you got available. So, and if you have hay, then you don't really need this, but I would still run it anyways. But what I'm going to do in the video today is, after I bought this here, you know, come in a box like that, and I thought, I wonder if I could just put the whole thing in here, and it turns out you can, and that almost fits perfect. So I'm going to actually try that. This is like 25 bucks. And if these are reusable, then I'll get another one of these, and then I'll switch them out, and then while one's running, I'll clean the other pads. How long? That's the thing, though, is longevity. I have no idea, so it's something I gotta test. So that's why we're here. So let me get a socket for that. Yep, so that's toast. So we're gonna put a new one on. And basically I'm just gonna push this clamp around it like so. Alright, so now I'm just going to take a utility knife and trim that. Alright, so this is going to be the test. Right, so we know what that other one looked like. So when I put this back in there and I put this in combination with it, this should last a lot longer, theoretically. So I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this. So that was easy, right? I'll have to tighten this one up by hand. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try to clean this out. Okay, now we got our Scotch spray. And it's just your typical, these are 6 by 9. And I bought these on Amazon. Like I said, they're like 20 bucks, 20 something dollars. Alright, looks like I got 3 left over, but we're still gonna put them in here. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is put those last 3 on top of here. I'm going to kind of bend it so it... Okay, now the idea is when I close that lid it's going to create a seal along the lid and push this down. And it should keep it from going anywhere. Alright, so that's basically it. So next step is get this set up on the machine and start testing it. So we'll see you outside. Alright guys, so I got the filter set up and we're pretty much ready to go. I filled the hopper up and now I'm just kind of poking it around, getting it stirred out, make sure we don't have any bridges in here or anything. I'm going to check for clinkers. So you basically want to ram a rod in here. If you feel anything, it'll feel metallic or like you got a rock in there, which basically it is. And you want to make sure you have fuel right here that you can light. So I think we're ready to go. I left the torch inside. Alright, so put you on pause. Alright, I got my torch. The feeling this light up will take a little longer. It's not always the same. Sometimes it fires right up. Sometimes it takes a minute. Just depends on the condition and the reactor, really. You know, you do have to dump the fuel out every once in a while. We've ran, you know, 110, 120 gallons of fuel in it already, so it may be time to clean it. We'll go over that in another video. This year I'm going to do a lot more support videos supporting this, because this is the last revision. Okay, now this is actually something I wanted to see. You see how it's not sustaining? That is perfectly fine. If the gas lights off like it was, the gasifier is lit. You don't need to sustain a flare to engine run. If the gas is flammable, it's flammable. If it doesn't sustain, it's not a... Charcoal is kind of weird like that. It doesn't always do that. And you really want to keep your blower runtime to a minimal. You don't want to get that blower too hot. If you can't hold on to the red hose in the back, if you can't hold on to that hose, you need to shut the blower off. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for it to sustain. Alright, so I'm going to let it run. Actually, I got 50 amps on that right now. Well, I got to go get my dog. Alright, anyways, I'm going to let it run through that hopper, and then we'll come back and look at that fuel filter. Oh, and I'll go over the shutdown procedure too. Alright guys, so I'm coming up on the end of the run here. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to shut this down, and it's pretty simple. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the flare cup valve, and what that's going to do, that's going to allow the machine to vent, because it's still producing gas, so you got to allow it to degas. You actually don't want to shut a gasifier completely off, but by doing that, that keeps flames from shooting out the front of this and burning our hose here and blackening our water tank. So you want to open that valve to allow it to neutralize and vent, and it's just going to shut down. once it stops degassing, air can't get in there. There has to be a draft on it to pull atmosphere out of the gases out of the unit so that air can come in and displace it, right? So it'll shut down, trust me. We've been doing this for this gasifier architecture we started 2020, so it's been 4 years. So the water, I get asked this question too: what happens if the generator stalls? The way that this is designed is there's a step in here, so the water basically can't get past that step, so it's just going to drain out the air inlet hose. So it's not a big deal if you leave your water drip on. You'll just empty your tank and you'll have to refill it, and you'll water the ground here. So that's the worst that's going to happen there. Now, refueling, you really should be using this for battery charging, direct applications. Once it's out of fuel, you can open this. In fact, I'm going to show you real quick. We're going to put you on pause here. Okay, so I'm back. All right, so anytime you're handling the gasifier after it's been running, you want to have a decent pair of work gloves or welding gloves, because the machine does get pretty hot, especially when it's on an empty hopper. The temperatures will spike, and that's pretty much how you'll know when it's out. But we'll see if it so you want to stand back, right? Whew. Okay, so you saw that, right? So anytime you open that lid, the gases inside that hopper, when you open the lid, air rushes inside there, mixes with it, and you got glowing embers, and those gases are going to ignite. So just bear that in mind. You want to keep your face away. We don't want you missing eyebrows, and wear gloves. And then keep your body away when you open the lid. But yeah, once you've got it open, you can probably do it again. That one wasn't quite as abrupt, but yeah, now you can refill the machine. So I still had some run time left on this. I could actually stir that up and keep going, but my batteries are charged, so I have no point other than to just run it, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to let the machine shut down. Okay, so now the point of this video was to try a new filter media. And also, this is like day 3. I started that video Monday, and it is now Wednesday. So I'm going to take my gloves off here. Alright, so far these seem to be holding up. These are just the top, right? And that's that. Doesn't feel... This new machine cracks a lot more water than the old ones. This filter is bone dry, and I dump the water in this machine. That drip is pretty far open, so I don't have a whole lot of dust there. If anything, it's collecting maybe some tars, or maybe that's I'm not sure, but that's still in pretty good shape. So we'll probably get quite a few runs on that, and then all that's the filter's doing what it's supposed to do, right? Instead of this stuff ending up in the engine, it's ending up here in the filter. So I'd say this is working. I think I'm gonna order another box of these. And then to clean these, we were thinking ways that we could clean these pads, right? And I think the best solution for that is to get like a 5-gallon bucket with a drum with a lid, like a plastic lid, and then go on Amazon and buy this stuff. It's called Purple Power. You can buy it at AutoZone. It's like a degreaser, but that stuff works really good with gasification in general for cleaning tar and soot and all that. It works. That's the best cleaner I've found so far. So I would get like a gallon of that, and then mix it 50-50 with water, and just keep that in a bucket with a lid. And then, you know, you buy two boxes of those scrubby pads, and then when you need to clean them, you just drop them in your bucket, let it sit overnight, and then when you need to change them out again, remove them, wring them out, and should be ready to go. I don't think they need to be completely dry, but you know, you don't want to have a surplus of that going in the engine. But that Purple Power is not going to hurt anything. If anything, it's going to help. So having them damp actually might be a good thing. It'll help clean the carburetor and then your engine hose. So, but so far I think that's a winner. You know, we'll probably come back. I guess if it's a fail, you know, if I run, you know, 10 more hoppers and I find that these things don't last, then I'll definitely come on video and state that. But anyways, that's going to conclude this for now. And you know, we'll be doing more videos. Like I said, this is the last revision of this machine. So now we're going to start focusing more on supporting this version. Well, basically all versions of it. The machine base design has not changed from the original concept. We just improved some the way we build it, but at the end of the day, the way this machine works is pretty much identical to the original one. But so just you know, this one's built a little different, more streamlined. So anyways, till the next video. Thanks.